What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and right before you get to the video, we wanted to just include you into some information about our channel. We're in the middle of a milestone giveaway. If we hit 500 subscribers, we're giving away a slab. What slab are we giving away, Nate?
We're giving away a CGC graded 9.4 Wolverine #1 with a custom label as well, a custom Wolverine label. This is the #1, the first in his ongoing series.
Yes, but the only way we can give it away is if we hit 500 subscribers. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and yeah, so let's get on to the video, shall we? What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and we have some breaking comic book news. It's sad.
No.
It sucks. I mean, it's
No,
a mixed.
It sucks.
Okay, I was gonna say it's a mixed bag, but
No, you can have your mixed bag. I'm just gonna have a bag of suck over here.
James
Mad.
Tynion IV is leaving DC to focus on creator-owned comics. Upon announcing his new creator-owned Substack comic book series, James Tynion IV also announced that he is leaving DC to focus on his indie work.
Yeah, it says fresh off his Eisner Award win for Best Writer, James Tynion IV announced on his Substack newsletter that he is both starting a new creator-owned series on Substack and that he will be leaving DC to focus on his creator-owned work. The writer mentioned that doing his DC work as well as his creator-owned work has basically been like 2 full-time jobs the last 2 years, with the DC work supporting his experimenting in the independent projects. But his new Substack contract offer would allow that to become his new day job instead of DC. So he had to make a choice, and ultimately he decided to choose the work that he owns himself.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him.
You got a newsletter, right? Because you're on his newsletter.
Yes, I got the newsletter. I think he ended up sending it out on Twitter as well. But yeah, I caught it pretty quick just because I'm on his email list.
Yeah, you literally called me and you were like, "Bro, it's over."
Yeah, I look forward to it, and literally like 2 minutes after you called, or I called you, Mike had commented on our video from last night. And
Yeah,
it was like, Tynion's out.
Game over, dude. I don't know, man. Like, I think I told you, I feel like a family member just died, and that's so silly to say, but like, you know, I've been enjoying Batman, and I really think it's a big part of it is because of Tiny Onion. Like, I just don't know if I would have picked up the series or if I would have continued to read it after 106 if it hadn't been him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
I don't know, man. Like, I just don't know. I'm with you. I feel sad. I'm frustrated. I don't know. The frustrated is not a right word. It just sucks.
No. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying to you earlier, like, I can feel both ways, right? I can be happy for him. He seems like a great guy. This is obviously what would be best for him. Like, I can be super stoked for him, like there, but also really disappointed for myself because I selfishly wanted his Batman run to continue for years and years on end. Like,
Or at least
I was
2
literally
years.
thinking, I was like, man, we're gonna have this for a while. Like, I think Tynion's gonna like just DC. When they get a really good writer and it just works well, they let him sit for a while. And I was like,
Yeah.
we're gonna see. He did 50 issues of Detective, so like, let's at least get 50 issues of Batman. But
Well, how many issues has he done?
Because
Because I know we started late.
What are we on right now? 111, 116?
111.
22?
Oh,
22,
man.
23 issues.
That sucks. So
So
basically,
we're not even halfway through what he should have been doing.
he's done after what? I think you said 117?
Yep.
So we're going into Fear State, and then Fear State is going to be the end, essentially, of...
Yeah.
His
So
run.
in the newsletter, and also in this article, it says, I'm going to be leaving Batman with issue 117 in November, and The Joker with issue 14 next April, with no immediate plans to write any other superhero comics in the near future.
Man.
So he will not be doing this. He might never be back to DC Marvel. Like I
don't
he's
think-
never worked for Marvel, but who knows?
I don't... Yeah, you're right.
He's young, so there's no reason to say that he couldn't come back. He could do this creator-owned shit for 25 years and still be in his prime to write more. So
Right.
I'm
And I
just
don't
saying,
and
like,
I don't want to say like poo-poo on your endeavors. Like I'm genuinely happy for him. Like, I think the fact that he's able to work on his own creator-owned stuff, like, who knows what we're gonna get. I think it's probably gonna be amazing. It'll probably be more horror-esque, but he might have some other stuff in his bag. I mean, you can't just put somebody in a in that little category, right? I mean, we're kind of doing it with him here on DC. But he's had other books in DC that aren't necessarily superhero. I mean, we're reading Nice House on the Lake right now. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I feel I'm happy for him. I'm definitely going to support him. I'm going to be picking up whatever he puts out, obviously. But this puts into question now, like, am I going to read Batman after he's done?
I'm really curious to see who it's going to be.
So it's already kind of floating out there. I saw on Twitter, someone's like, Tom Taylor still has to announce another book with DC.
Yes, and he said that but I don't think that's it. And the reason is he specifically said in a tweet today, he said, I have been working with a dream artist on this project for over 2 years.
Okay, yeah.
And Tynion made this decision within a couple of months ago. Like he made that decision in 2021. So there's no way that Tom Taylor would have been working on this 2 years ago. So I do not think that is it. I don't think they're going to have the one guy writing the main Superman title and the main Batman title.
Right.
That's not going to happen. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. It'd be great.
So
but it's just not going to happen.
Can we speculate who it might be, or who would you want it to be outside of Taylor?
I'm going to tell you right now who it's going to be, and it's going to be a nobody fill-in for at least 6 issues. I really don't think DC was expecting this.
Yeah.
And so they're going to have to get they'll probably get a house writer of some kind. I don't know if Johns is still writing for them, or maybe getting Snyder, or I don't know, because most of those people are working on their own creator-owned stuff now. But like maybe Tomasi or something, just fill in for an arc, and go from there. You know who instantly popped into my head though that I haven't read a ton of their stuff, but I think would be really cool. Would be Joshua Williamson. He's the guy that's doing Infinite Frontier and Robin right now. So he does seem to be pretty involved in the DC universe, and he just finished that insanely long run on the Flash that everybody says is really good. So I don't know, maybe that's someone that's in house that could possibly jump on pretty quickly and do it.
Ram V.
Okay. All right, well, now we're just talking fantasy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like...
That would be amazing.
He's working on Swamp Thing. That's going to end because that's a mini. And, I'm sure Justice League's about to just go away because Bendis is fucking up.
There are plenty of... So, I like Batman. I like Batman stories. And so, I don't think it'll be too terribly difficult to get me on board.
You think so? However, I mean, I feel like Tynion set the bar pretty damn high.
Well, yes. But here's why I say that. I say that because I think they have a lot of ability to ride the momentum of Batman and put a proper person on this book.
Okay.
But what I think is likely is that it's just going to be a random person, and so I'm not going to do that. And so if it's someone that I don't recognize and someone that other people don't recognize or aren't excited about, I'll probably wait until they get their shit together and figure out a long-term writer or a long-term who never really knows. But if we found out in 2 weeks, Ram V was just like, I'm picking up the Batman book. Let's do it. I'd be like, fuck yeah, day one, buying it for sure.
Ed Brisson?
Ed Brisson would be amazing. They were expecting Philip Kennedy Johnson to be writing 2 Superman books at once.
I would. I know Jacob wouldn't be too happy with that, but I'd be totally down for that.
I personally think Philip Kennedy Johnson would probably be better suited for a Detective Comics run.
I'd agree with that.
Dealing with more of the detective side, but the Bruce Wayne side than the Bat family side.
Yeah.
However, I'd pick that up day one.
Interesting. And then here's my last question to you.
Okay.
What is to come of Tynion's characters? Ghostmaker, Miracle Molly, Punchline, all of those. I mean...
Well, I can tell you what Twitter thinks, or I can tell you what my Twitter thinks.
Right.
My Twitter is literally already starting to make eulogies to these characters.
God damn.
Literally, I think it was Dallas Meeks that I follow on Twitter, and he was like, "Rest in peace to my boys," and it was like Ghostmaker, Miracle Molly, and
Punchline.
No, that wasn't Punchline. It was a Clown Hunter.
Clown
Um,
Hunter.
and he was just like, you know, R.I.P. to my boys. We'll never see you again. I,
Damn.
I don't know, man. To be honest, I don't know if I do want to see, like, do I want to see a non-Tinian version of those characters
Right.
when they were still so new? I, I don't know.
That's unfortunate, man, because like I was really getting to like for me personally, I was really getting into Ghostmaker, like the little side
Hmm.
stories that were in Batman. Like it's gonna finish in the annual, which I'm super stoked about his
Hmm.
story. But like I was ready, like I was hoping, like you know what, after this is over, maybe they'll give Ghostmaker his own, maybe he'll get his own comic and Tinian will write it.
Nope.
That's out the
Nope.
fucking door.
That's gone.
And then Miracle Molly, like, what? She's gonna get flushed out in Fear State, and then what? Like, is she just gone? Like, I was digging this character. I'm digging this character. I don't want it. I don't want her to go away. I don't want any of these characters to go away.
Yeah, and it
But
seems like with the backup stories in Joker that Tinian was probably, Tinian was definitely building a way for, why can't I remember her name? You literally just said it.
Punchline.
Punchline. My God, for Punchline to get out of jail and be set up to be involved right away.
Right.
It really seemed like that's what that backstory was intended for in Joker. And yeah, now it looks like that doesn't matter anymore either.
Oh my God. Well, I'm sure you know. Again, it sucks. It really sucks that he's not going to be there anymore. But I am also very excited to see what he has to offer on the independent side. I mean, we're reading
Well,
Wind right now. We're reading a bunch of other stuff that Tinian's doing.
so the like superhero fanboy in me, Batman, fan in me, majorly disappointed. But my God, if you look at, he has said this on his Twitter all day today, like multiple times, like something is killing the children, Wind, Department of Truth, and he's very specifically mentioned Nice House on the Lake. He's still working on them. They're still happening. They're all ongoing. There are absolutely no plans to end any of them. Like he has a contract to finish Nice House on the Lake, so that's not going to get canceled.
Yeah.
So some of the best comics to come out in years have all been his creator-owned stuff. So there's a really good chance that this is going to work out in the end, and in 2 years from now, we're going to be like, "Thank God this happened." But right now, I'm fucking bummed.
Yeah, dude, the wound is raw, bro. I mean, it just got cut. And the other thing, you know, I don't want to be that guy that's speculating, but because I'm so angry, I got to really wonder if any of this, you know, what happened. You know, is it what we're seeing, which is plain as day, which is Tinian was like, "Look, I'm done. I want to move on," or did we get any? Was there any shuffling at DC that weren't happy with what he was doing with Batman? I don't think that's it, but you never know, man. They might have been like, you know what, this shit's getting a little. We're not getting everyday readers on Batman.
I don't think so. I think Batman numbers have been at an all-time high. I mean, he was supposed to be done with Batman at issue 100. He was never supposed to go after that, and so he literally was just supposed to be the fill-in guy between Tom King and whoever was next.
Yeah.
Whoever was going to do the 5G stuff. And when that got canned, and he was asked, "Hey," he says this in one of his newsletters.
Okay.
He says like, "Hey, like the editor came to him and said, if you could have the book for another 20 or 30 issues, what would you do?" And so he gave them a pitch, and they were just like, "Yeah, do it."
Got it.
And so that's how we got Joker War, whatever the in between is, and then Fear State, and that's how we got this stuff. Cowardly Lot, Fear State. So these are his pitches that were came afterwards, but I don't know. I kind of wonder what could have been, but
Yeah, and
know.
we'll never know, but we'll get more stuff from him. And then again, you know, this is an unforeseen casualty, but I hope he sticks with it. Or I don't know, Jimenez. You know, again, it's like okay, so does Jimenez, does he stay on the book or does he go off and do something else when they inevitably rebrand Batman? Are they going to start with a new number one, or are they going to continue the legacy letter numbering, or not legacy numbering, but you know what I'm saying, like.
The current iteration. I think they probably do continue it. I don't think that they're going to change it up. Because we're still in Rebirth era. They didn't rename it whenever we hit Infinite Frontier era.
Right,
so I think they'll probably keep it going for now until we get a bigger reboot. But I mean, who knows? They could just literally just hit me now. What if they decide this is the perfect time to pull Bruce Wayne away from the Batman book? and put someone else, Damian Wayne. Maybe Robin transitions into
Or Fox, because they've been
Batman,
pushing.
the son of the Bat.
It's true, but they've also been pushing Fox. Like,
Yeah, but he's got his own book. Like that's
that's
already
true.
been announced and has already been coming out. First issues, I think issue 0 came out already. So
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
um,
You never know, and that would be a good, like you were saying, the guy that's writing Robin. That
mhm.
might be a good little transition. We've got the son of Superman now. Superman. Why wouldn't you do Damian? Who knows? I don't know. It sucks. I will say I will say this. Whoever does end up picking it up, just like in their interim, I probably will pick up issue 1 to see just how bad it really is. And I don't mean that. I don't mean bad. I'm just saying like the bar is so high with Tynion. I don't know how you do a 6-issue arc and it not be fucking fantastic, because it's not
Yeah.
him.
If DC really wants to keep the momentum going and try to like make this hurt the least amount of possible, they will pull out the biggest name they can possibly get.
I'm sure they will. And
I am not. I am sure that they were going to put Bob Smith on the book for 12 issues until they can figure out what the fuck to do. But
well, they're scrambling right now for sure. But that's the news. It's unfortunate. It's exciting. It sucks. What you gonna do? Either way, we appreciate you watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for more breaking comic book news via the Two Fat Guys pull list, of course.
Yep.
And as always, read more comics. We'll see you guys later.
yeah.